Okay, recording this video. It's Tuesday, 5th of November 2013. It's just coming up to 11:26 a.m. Chicago time. Done trading for the day. Had a good day today. Hope you did too. After yesterday, which was a pretty ugly day, it was kind of slow and some of the patterns were just a little bit kind of junky. But today's patterns were good. It's nice and smooth, fast market, plenty of volume kind of going through, which is always nice. I'll talk about yesterday's trade on the 1500 tip bar chart in a minute, but just to talk about the 40,500 tip bar chart, the highest time frame tip bar chart I look at, just in terms of trend. We've been stuck in this range for 3 or 4 days between the 1750 and 1760 type level. A little bit of a channel kind of going on here, but it looks like we're trying to make a breakout at this point above resistance and potentially into another uptrend move. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Everybody kind of hates this rally at the moment, but if I look at the exhaustion patterns, the last ones that we had on the upside here, exhaustion buying, were way back at the beginning of this rally when we bust up through this resistance point here. That kind of is exhaustion buying or explosive buying volume getting the move going as we kind of busted up through 1720s. We've not seen anything like that on like a left shoulder up here. Each time we come into this, we're getting kind of flush patterns and weaker buying, but we haven't had a nice kind of exhaustion pattern that kind of mirrors this and matches that off. And in fact, what we've had is the reverse. We've had people kind of rushing for the doors with a little bit of a weakness down here at 1750s a couple of days ago on the Friday. And there's lots of people want to short this thing, kind of get this thing going. We've seen this kind of consistently, people just getting anxious to get in short, and it's just maybe a little bit too early. So we'll see. That's the level to get through, the resistance level from yesterday, the high of yesterday. So we've got a good chance. We've got a few hours to go of trade yet today, so it could see us kind of still trying to get through there with what we've seen to date. So I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of continue higher. So 1500 tip bar chart, let me just show you what I was seeing on yesterday's chart and today's chart. So I've managed to get my scrolling back, which is great. I'd upgraded my Camtasia and for some reason it switched off my scrolling. Now I've got it back. I'm very happy. Anyway, so this is Monday's trade, and we were kind of set off into this downtrend after exhaustion buying and bearish divergence kind of comes in here with a Rambo pattern. Rambo into exhaustion is always kind of unstable, and that kind of just sets us off on the downtrend. It was a very quick move on the downside, but what's so weird is we didn't have an exhaustion selling signal down here. Nothing like that. It didn't break into a downtrend on 1500. We just had a whole cluster of blue professional bars kind of come in here, just picked it up, would not let this thing go, and we just had this kind of complex correction on the way back. It was slow, it was ugly, there weren't any kind of decent signals here. You kind of knew that the amateurs were trying to short it again. When we came back into this level, tested back up, you could see the amateurs were trying to short it too early. Exhaustion selling at this point, again, that's an unstable pattern when you see that, and we kind of reverse and go the other way. Break to new highs, exhaustion buying, all these blue professional bars, pull back to end of trend kind of comes in at the end of the day. I found that really tricky to trade yesterday, so I think I did 3 trades, down 1.5 points, just quit as soon as I could. And that's always the best thing. If it's going slow and it's not kind of working out, just stop. There are always kind of better opportunities on other days, and today was a great little trading day. So overnight, having seen that activity, we kind of sold off pretty hard. Well, once we've got that downtrend going overnight, we're looking for a place to get in short in order to take advantage of that until we see the exhaustion selling, which ends the move. So the best place to get in here was short at that resistance point. Support becomes resistant. It was also a cyclical resistance point on the 1500 tip bar chart, and bang, kind of headed to the downside. Now, we didn't see blue professional bars, which would have been nice on this little kind of double top here. There were plenty on the 500 tip bar chart, and that's the signal I took to get short at 56 even, having seen this. But it would have been nice to see one on the 1500 tip bar chart. But the professionals stepped in when we came down here to 51, 52s. You can see all the blue professional bars kind of come in with exhaustion selling. Pro signal exit, first bullish divergence kind of comes in, and then it wasn't a pullback to end of trend sequence. It was quite strong. We had a resistance to support, but you can see as we test back into that support level there, more whole cluster of blue professional bars kind of stepping in, very weak selling, bang, and now we've kind of raced away. So at the moment, just notice this over the last few minutes, we've just gone into an exhaustion pattern here. This exhaustion pattern just shows the explosive volume kind of getting the move going. And so it wasn't on a left shoulder. This we're kind of breaking above resistance into another trend move on the 1500 tip bar chart. We're back up to 1760 here now, so we're having a good go kind of breaking through here. And again, the exhaustion selling signal here, a lot of people want to short this market, and that just gives the market kind of more juice. After all these people have kind of sold, kind of getting this move going, they have to reverse or exit their positions. So as soon as we break to new highs, they're under pressure, their stops are run, all that kind of stuff, and that's what causes these kind of explosive moves on the reverse side. So let's see where today kind of ends up, but it was a nice trending move on the way down here. I picked up 5 points out of the way there, picked up a tiny little trade on the way down here just as because this move wasn't over until we see that kind of testing activity, and then went long for another couple of points into this kind of breakout here. Quickly went in that direction, and I kind of underestimated the strength of this kind of move on the way here, but I had a good day's trading, so I was quite happy with what I took out. So I've also recorded a video on the British pound, a separate video, so I'll tag that up on today's page. So hope your trading is going well, looking forward to tomorrow. Okay, just got short 56 even, short 56 even, just checking my stops and targets. And the reason for getting short, we've come back up to support becomes resistance on 1500 tip bar charts, bearish divergence, blue professional bars kind of come in here. We've got cyclical resistance going to come in here, not sure if that's going to be a pullback in a downtrend or just cyclical resistance. Would have been nice to get a blue professional bar there, but we've had a couple on 500. Sell-off kind of overnight, we had exhaustion. It was like yesterday was bizarre the way it just traded up and up. It was like just a low volume kind of rise up into all these blue professional bars, bearish divergence, and we kind of set off. Big down move overnight. Alright, now his resistance is in on 1500. So I needed to break to new lows and get an exhaustion pattern on 1500. Just pushed back up into 56s, then came all the way back down really quickly through support here, breaking into another downtrend of the 500 tip bar chart. I know it's amateur down bar, kind of the whole thing. Yeah, and that's why we're bouncing here. A cyclical support kind of comes in on 1500. It's minus 5,000. It's not a big reading yet. We need something to end this downtrend, some kind of exhaustion pattern. Yeah, there we go, breaking down, okay, making new lows. So through support on 500, through support on 15, it's jumping around a little bit. We've got bearish divergence in here, but until we see blue professional bars coming in at the lows, that was only 6,000, gone to 5,000. Yes. Well, we got ISM non-manufacturing at 9. These are big readings up to 14,000, so not expecting anything like that, but a decent 8. It's got to be something, so come on. Okay, just move my target to 51 even, just because we're kind of up at 2, positive 2 on 1500, so an exhaustion pattern. It's got quite a lot more selling to go. Bouncing off Rambo patterns, double Rambo here, amateur down bars kind of at this point, but no blue professional bars. There's one here, so it's starting to creep in, but got to go pull back to end of trend. Okay, about to break to new lows. Interesting pattern here, blue professional up bars and a 5,000 reading. So we've got to go to an exhaustion reading to end this. So are they just selling down that entire retrace, just forcing it up so they can get short? Interesting. Anyway, we've still got to go pull back to end of trend on 500, so still hanging out. 3 blue professional bars. Go one time frame up. Yeah, we've got something to come in at some point on the 13,500. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Ledge market doesn't like flat ledges like this. It'll fall off. There we go. So 53s, 52s, 75s. Was that all just getting short around that? Wow. So now to 0, 52.50. So we're below supports on all 3 time frames. So this is running 2 even was the original target. Okay, original target at 2 even just got hit. We're at 150, 8,000 on better momentum, so leaving the target where it is. Hopefully get taken out on this push down. Alright, still waiting for a push down. We had a little amateur up bars into 53s. Come on down. We've got pro signal exit go off. This will be pull back to end of trend, something like that on 500. So we're at 150. Come on, take me out, take me out. Go, just taking out 51 even. Excellent. 4-5. And yeah, it's probably the right place to be getting out. We've got a pro signal exit. Got to go pull back to end of trend, but anyway, there's a lot of blue professional bars starting to come in. So seeing it's been pretty big move off the 60s up here last night.